Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is James Kaundo, and today, guys, we have a very crucial topic. We are talking about the state of the economy in Kenya and what it means for the business community. I know if you're a business person like myself, you really resonate with this story, but it's not particularly for the business people. Even the consumers and the other stakeholders in the economy are also concerned because the economic affairs of every country affects every person, whether small business or the large business. So in this video, we'll be breaking down all these aspects. So stay tuned to the end of this video because we'll also be talking about some celebrities and business personalities that have been affected by this economic situation, and we also give our own perspective of what need to be done so that we can achieve some improvement, or maybe the state of the economy can improve so that everyone can enjoy and be part and parcel of the growth of this economy. So guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is James Kaundo, and in this channel we talk about more about business and any other aspect that need to be talked about. So you can subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I create a new video. So let's dive into the story and discuss more. So in the recent years, the Kenyan economy has experienced moderate economic growth that is driven largely by the agricultural sector, manufacturing and service industry. But the economy still faces numerous challenges, especially because all these things started during the COVID, and we moved from COVID, we came to the election period, and so since then the economy has not recovered, and we are still facing a lot of challenges in terms of business. Every other business person says that there is no money, and it's true because even the consumers, if the money is flowing in the economy, that's when you'll be able to feel the impact. But there is very little money circulation in the economy, which is affecting every business sector. Let's say even every sector is being affected because I have friends in different sectors, and every other person you talk to, they tell you that they are suffering and there is no money. In fact, the phrase is hakuna pesa. Na kama hakuna pesa, it means that the business cannot be able to transact because you depend on the flow of cash so that the purchasing power of people can be improved. But when people do not have the purchasing power to purchase the valuable commodities, however much maybe you produce, you import, it still remains that you cannot be able to sell. And this is also capitalized by, we also have a lot of unemployment rate, because when the economy is not functioning, it means that so many people are not going to be employed. And this is also being affected by the inflation. You find that the price of goods and services is continuously growing up, and as much as the prices are going up, the purchasing power to be able to purchase the same commodities is not there. So you find that at the end of the day, the economy is still in a very dire need, and that also affects even the government, because even the economy is not performing. The government cannot be able to collect taxes, and so you find that they are forced to take debts. That's why now in Kenya we have a very huge debt burden, although the government is trying to reduce the debt burden, but at the same time it's still growing. So that is the state of the economy in Kenya. It's very, very, well, not as bad as other countries, because Kenya is one of the fastest growing economy in Africa. If you compare Kenya with other countries, Kenya is a bit far. I think it's one of the best countries in Africa. You can only compare Kenya with South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, and other few countries. So as much as the economy is not really working well, we are not very bad when we are compared to other nations in Africa. But at the same time, much need to be done so that the economy can continuously grow, because there before we used to have a very nice economic situation, but in the recent years we have been experiencing quite a bit of challenges. For this spot, I need to address something that I have seen trending online. And it's about one of the Kenyan celebrities and a business lady by the name Betty Kyalo. You have all seen, or maybe you haven't seen, Betty Kyalo is a renowned TV personality and a business person. So I have seen in one of the articles that her business is being auctioned because of rent arrears. And this now you can be able to connect with the state of economy, because for all who know this lady, she's a very hardworking person. Not that the business is facing challenges because she's not working hard. She's worked really hard to see this business grow, but the whole issue is compounded by the state of the economy. So I've seen that the business is being auctioned because of rent arrears. Not our business alone. The other businesses are facing the same challenges. So this is a state that is affecting many people. And if we are only seeing the celebrities like Betty Kyalo and other key figures, but the small businesses that are failing, no one is noticing them. But we can be able to talk about the Betty Kyalo business, because she's a public figure. And so I'm a frequent person in Kilimani, and one day I walked around where our business used to be located, and I found that the business is not there, and I was shocked. So recently I found that she relocated the business to another place, and even after relocating the business, I don't know where it's currently located, but after relocating the business, you find that at this moment the business is facing challenges in terms of cash flow, and that's why she cannot be able to pay rent. And so that means that the economy and the business community are being affected, and someone needs to listen to this cry of Kenyan people. We are talking about Betty Kyalo, but we forget that there are thousands and thousands of businesses that are failing. And if this business continues to fail, so many people are losing jobs. You can imagine the people who have been employed by that business, of Betty Kyalo. Those people are going to be rendered jobless, and many others who are in employment because they are employed by other businesses that are failing. So this is now the state of the economy that we are talking about, and it is about time the government did something about it. So yeah, let's talk about what this means for the businesses operating in Kenya. For starters, it is important that you be adaptable and resilient, because these challenges are mountainous. You need to be very adaptable, you need to be very resilient, because the economic situation is not that very kind. So the second thing, you need to understand the fluctuating economic situation. You need to understand the policies that are there. As a small business owner, you need to know how to navigate these economic landscapes and challenges. So you have to constantly monitor the costs, manage your cash flows effectively to stay afloat. So make sure that you understand how to manage your business, because the reason why we have so many businesses are failing, some of them, they don't even know how to manage their businesses. You start a business, you don't even know how to manage it. You don't even employ professionals, and you find that your business is failing. Reason, because your cash flow management is poor. You spending your cost of operation is more than your revenues. So you need to make sure that you're understanding your business very well. And if you don't understand your business, make sure you consult, talk to the professionals who can be able to help you navigate this economic situation. Very important. The thing is that business need to be very proactive in identifying opportunities for growth and diversification, because if you're not proactive enough, you'll be phased out by competition. So you need to identify opportunities in your niche that you can be able to capitalize on and diversify your business. Don't just concentrate on one line of business. For instance, if you are in the beauty industry and you find that the product that you're offering is not giving you much cash flow, you can incorporate a fashion business. Like you can start a boutique besides your beauty business. I used to have a salon and a cosmetics, and when I found that the business was not really working, I incorporated a boutique, and it used to work very well, although it was also affected by COVID. But I think if I was to go back to the same business, it can really work very well. So you need to be very much innovative so that you can be able to succeed in business. Use technology, and you can also partner with other people in the same field so that you can pull strength together to succeed in business. At this point, I need to talk about the government initiatives and policies. The reason why we are where we are right now, partly is because of government policies that have been put in place. Ever since the new government came in place, they have been putting new taxes every day, and these kind of policies are shrinking the businesses, because if you're paying the levies for housing levy, you at the same time you're paying what do you call it, the medical facility levy. So there are many taxes. The cost of production is becoming increasingly high, and this cost of production is shrinking the very small operating capital that is existing. So the government needs to have policies that are going to encourage business growth, but not to discourage. The government is saying that in the long run the people are going to enjoy, but if at the present we are feeling the pin down, how are we going to survive to wait for unforeseeable future which we don't know? So government need to put measures in place to make sure that the infrastructure that is in place is able to facilitate business growth. You reduce the bureaucracy. You find that applying for a simple business permit, it takes so long. That's crazy. Why do I have to queue for a whole day to pay for a business permit? Why can't it be done online? Right now, most of the things are being done online. So government needs to reduce bureaucracy and promote entrepreneurship. Create a conducive environment for business growth. That is how, because at the end of the day, government can only employ 2% of the population. So the rest of the population is supposed to be employed by the business community. And if the business community is not, functioning well, it means that the most of the population are not going to be absorbed in the working sector, and then it means that we are going to have a population that is very idle, and it is said that an idle mind is a devil's workshop, and that's why we can now talk about the crime rate getting high every now and then, because people are not engaged. But if people are engaged, they are doing a meaningful work, then it means that they are not going to be engaged in stuff that are going to endanger the lives of other people, even people who are doing it, they are also endangering their lives. So very important that the government encourages businesses to grow, to thrive, so that the economy can grow. The state of economy in Kenya affects businesses, affects consumers, and even the suppliers. So it is very important that we understand that if the economy is not functioning, the whole supply chain is affected. So challenges exist, but at the same time, necessary policies needs to be incorporated, and at the same time as we push the government to do their part, as an individual we also need to do our part. We need to work hard, we need to be very innovative, we need to use the technology. If you are doing your business and you are using the brick and mortar where you wait for customers to come to your premise, it's time you now need to rethink and look for opportunities online. So make sure that you are doing everything possible to make sure that your business continues to thrive. Don't wait until when the auctioneer comes to your door. That's when now you think, I have been losing opportunities. You need to work hard, you need to identify these opportunities, and if you are creative enough, you are adaptable, and you're able to talk to a few people, you can be able to identify opportunities that you can use to grow your business. So guys, thank you so much. If you come this far, I really appreciate you. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video to your friends who can be able to benefit from this information. So thank you so much. I'll see you on my next video.